What up? What up? What up? It's Stassi with Stogies and Bogies. I am once again back on live. Just gonna be chilling. There's a baseball game going on behind me. So, yeah. Got nothing really planned for this live, to be honest. Instead of milk, I have water. Really liked the milk concept yesterday. Worked very well for the palate. Still got a little bit of sinusy in here, so don't mind if I talk a little nasally. Or I, blow my nose, whatever, but it is what it is. But the sun is out. It's nice and warm. Just gonna chill. Talked about cigarillos yesterday. Uh, BOMJ. I don't know what that stands for. Oh yeah. Just on live enjoying the sun right now. Oh, where am I from? Bay Area. What up? Yeah, just enjoying the sun and the good weather. It's about like 70 degrees at the moment. Just really kind of watching. Well, the sun is behind me, but I'm just watching the sun kind of fall. What up? What up? What's today? Today's Wednesday, so happy Wednesday. The week's almost done. Tomorrow's Friday Eve. The week's almost done. The weekend's about to be here, so gonna be fun. Uh, I got 1 month until my birthday. Gemini season's about to be here, so gonna be a good season. Be good. Gemini season's always been good to me. Uh, yeah, I mean, other than that, just chilling, rocking out, making the best of life at the moment. Guess that's really all I can do. But yeah, I don't have anything like planned for this live, so it's just gonna be a bunch of like gibberish unless people give me questions in the comment section. So uh, primarily anything about tobacco or about me. Uh, etc. Leave a comment. I don't care. Just make sure it's appropriate. That's all. So yep. Uh I've been trying to go live like every day. Just because I'm just trying to go live every day. It's not to gain followers or whatnot. It's just there's a little goal to try to like go every day for a month or something like that. Like do like a little like challenge, you know. And it's also cool because there's just a bunch of people that pop in and out. Uh, so uh, is what it is. Um, yeah. One thing that sucks is the mountains that I'm looking at, or like the hills, whatever you want to call it. Uh, they're all turning brown instead of green, which sucks. But it just means that it's getting warmer out. So, which I can't complain about it being warmer. Summer is about to be here. It's around the corner. You know, have fun in the sun while it's around. I don't think I'm gonna be doing too much this summer, like traveling wise. But towards the end of the year, I'm probably uh, either in August. I kind of want to go to Colorado for some cigar events. Uh, there's another event in New Hampshire. Yeah, just leave comments for questions or whatnot, and I'll just answer them. Ask me really anything. Uh, don't really have anything planned for this live. Just coming on and chilling and see what happens. Really, not too interesting, I would say. Uh, but you know, ooh, green screen. I don't know what this is doing. I'm just playing with shit. I'm just playing with the settings. I realize that there's settings. Uh, I mean, I noticed there was settings on live. I just never figured out what they did. Uh, don't worry about the train, as usual. Yeah, the train passes by every 10 to 30 minutes. It is what it is. Uh, there's a baseball game behind me, so that be playing. Yeah, I mean, if anyone enjoys just listening to me ramble about nothing, really, uh, like, comment, subscribe, or some whatever. Don't really care. Uh, just here to document myself. Uh, the sun's setting behind me, and I'm just watching really just nature coming out, enjoying the outside, touch some grass, you know? But uh, I always see a hummingbird while I'm here. Every single time I've done a live, there's been a hummingbird here. I wonder if I can catch it before it leaves. It's right there. And it's gone. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Good answer. I like it. Water. Yeah, life's been not real exciting lately. Uh, Being sick for the last week has been pretty terrible, so I haven't really done anything. Uh, Normally I go skating on Tuesdays, and I didn't do that, so I really want to go live one of these days when I go skating, and then everyone can go see what's up with what I do. Uh, should be pretty tight. Uh, Cigar is really toothy, which is good. Sometimes it's just nice to sit back and slow down and just watch. It's just nice to just sit down and watch the world just turn. Like, it's okay to not be so involved with everything. Like, in today's world, we're so in touch with what's happening right now everywhere. It's just nice to just not be in tune with that for a little while. Just realize how small you are. I do have a feeling that I won't find a lot of people in my little niche on live, but the ones that are in my group of subscribers, it probably helps when they come on. But lately, it's just been a bunch of new people, which is cool. Uh, I'm smoking a HVC hotcake again, like yesterday. Um, just as good as yesterday. Uh, I can taste a little better. But yeah, I'm excited for the summer. It's just excited to have warm nights. Warm nights. Hang out with good people. Uh, can't wait to hang out at the cigar lounge on a Friday or Saturday night from like 9 to midnight. Just chilling, talking to old people, listening to their stories. Other train. Got a hint of peanut butter on that. That was cool. You know, sitting here, I'm just watching the cars pass by. It never occurred to me that, like, I wonder where all these people are going. Like, are they going home? Are they going to the store? Are they going to hang out with people? Like, it's interesting. There's so many people. Like, all these people know someone. They know places that I might not know. It's an interesting thought. Sun on my back is really nice. So there's like a road next to me that leads out to like a main road, and all the cars that come in here, like every single person, like just looks at me like they obviously see that I'm probably like doing something with my phone, which I don't really care. I just think it's funny that they're all like, "Oh, what's he doing?" and then continue with whatever they're doing. Uh, one of these days, my lives will pop off. Be hella people that I'll talk to and stuff. But till then, just gotta keep grinding. Really, it'd be cool, like to have enough people that like give a shit about my content to just like host a little event. It's like meet the people in like real life. That'd be cool. Just sit here and just talk about things into the world, put them into manifestation. It'd be pretty cool to be a bird, fly around. There's hella graffiti on here on this table that I'm sitting next to. Not great graffiti either. Like maple syrup. I'm getting really weird notes, but like they match the cigar. I ordered a new hoodie today. Uh, got a LA Rams hoodie. That's my football team. Uh, haven't gotten a new hoodie in a while, so got it before the football season starts here in a couple months. Probably get a jersey too. Because I need an updated jersey. Ugh. Ooh, that wind picking up. Mm. I gotta take a welding test next week for my job. Hopefully, I pass. I'll make some more money, which is nice. Could always use more of that. Yeah, I gotta take some pipe welding tests next week on some stainless steel schedule 40, schedule 10 and schedule 40, uh 2 and 5 inch diameter. So it'll should be easy. I said that last time and I failed, but you gotta learn from your failures sometimes. So this time around, we'll do a lot better. I got uh, some better pipe stands, uh, so my pipe will lay a lot flatter, be a lot more even, more consistency. Man, this cigar smells so good. The aroma is so good off of this. I feel like I've been smoking this pretty quick. An uneventful Wednesday. That daily water intake. What up? Happy Wednesday. I wonder if it's better to be consistent with the time that I go live uh, every day, or just going live every day at a random time. I'm wondering that. Maybe that's what I'll start doing. I'll just start going live randomly. Like, I'll go live at my lunchtime just for like 15, 20 minutes and just chill. Give me something to do during lunchtime. I keep having birds come flying around. I had a hummingbird earlier. I just had this little bird like come land on the table that I'm sitting at. It had like a little berry in its beak. Chill with me for a couple minutes and then flew off to go whatever birds do. Pretty cool. Just hung out with me. Pretty tight. Uh, but every time I've been out this week, there's been a hummingbird that comes and hovers around for a couple minutes and then flies away. Um, I should look up what that means when a hummingbird comes around you randomly. Um, I know I had a friend pass away recently. I wonder if that's just him just checking up on me every now and again. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know what a lot of people believe of afterlives, or communications with people that you are in connection with here on this plane of existence, coming to see you through things. Ah, Hands of Seas, what's up? Hey, the hummingbird did have a streak of red on its chest, so for sure. How you been though? I'm like in the final third of this cigar. Finally got the hot cake in from HVC. It's really good. If you can get your hands on it, it's a good investment. Yeah, I went live yesterday, uh, and I smoked the same cigar yesterday, and fantastic. Ooh, excuse me. Uh, I haven't had a La Lorencia. Yeah, you've put me on to a couple. I've been looking around for the what was it, the La Gloria? Yeah, I put that short out today. Super good. La Herencia. La Lorencia. La Herencia. There's so many cigars out there. I talked about cigarillos yesterday on live. I think one of my brick and mortars has uh, I know they have a couple La Gloria lines. Uh, so I have to check Friday if I go. Um, yeah, I basically just went over like a little bit of history, just like a good overview of it for like a good 15-20 minutes. Uh, Basically, like I couldn't really find a whole lot of like information about it um, for what I did, but basically, I always have cigarillos uh, in my humidor uh, uh, for like lunch. They're just really good for when you don't have a lot of time to just smoke a regular cigar. You know, basically, if you got 15 to 25 minutes, it's just really good. Um, Most of the time, uh, it's short filler and it's machine rolled, not hand rolled. Sometimes you'll find uh, some brands, I can't name them off the top of my head. Oh, probably Davidoff might do it where they roll cigarillos by hand. Uh, but I doubt most other companies hand roll cigarillos. Yeah, basically, I only smoke them when I'm just tight on time. And uh, like I do know, uh, like Arturo Fuente, they have the Gran Reserva in their regular. Uh, yeah, no problem. It was a good thing to like go and check on. Um, I know Arturo Fuente. They have a Maduro, and I'm forgetting the wrapper that they have on their regular Reserva. They have a Maduro in their regular line, and I noticed that the blend seems to taste just slightly different, but not by much. Like it's still fantastic. Yeah, I'm not a 100%. I feel like I'm 85%, almost 90% back. Still like a little nasally. You can probably hear it in my voice, but I feel a lot better than I did over the weekend and the end of last week for sure. And I'm glad I can get back on the grind. Uh, yeah, I gotta put up the part two to my humidor tour because I did a lot of like the loose cigars that I have, and part two is a little shorter, but part two is all of the boxes that I have at the moment, just minus the HVC hotcake because I got those in on Monday, um, which I'm super hyped about. They're so good. Hence why I'm smoking another one today. Um, and yesterday in my live, I talked about how uh, well, there was something I talked about. Hold on, let me get my brain to like wrap around what I'm trying to say. Uh, uh, well, all right. Well, my brain's thinking about that other thing. I'll answer that question real quick. Uh, so I listened to Cigar Authority podcast from the Two Guys Cigar Shop in New Hampshire with David Garofalo, and they've had uh, the blender of this on uh, last year for a special release, and they also have like a little ad in their podcast that is like it's like a little jingle for hotcakes, and I listened to their podcast with the blender for a special. They had like a special release, like a limited thing last year that they dropped for the hotcakes, and it was just really cool. Never had heard of them before that, and just really was like, when I get the time and the available funds, I wanted to get them. And also, uh, Creekside Cigar Shop out of, I think it's Cincinnati. Uh, uh, they were talking about how that's like one of the guys was saying it was like their top 5 cigars that they like smoking, and I was like, all right, cool. Like, let me go check it out. And I had expectations. I told myself not to have expectations, but almost lost it. Uh, but like, it's really good. The flavor notes is good, even though like my palate isn't 100%. Um, I still get like notes of chocolate. I got notes of peanut butter on it, like maple syrup. Just it's nice and sweet. Uh, I like the front of my tongue uh, tingles, and the front of your tongue is where you have like your sweet receptors, like the sweet and salty receptors. Um, and the front of my tongue is just always uh actually yesterday I went over that. So going back to the thing that I was just kind of pushing to the side thinking about, so yesterday I talked about how uh it doesn't matter what other people like describe about cigars, because whatever anyone picks up is correct, you know. uh but I feel like there's people um in the cigar world that they pick up notes of just like some really like things that I feel uh the average person isn't going to pick up. It's kind of like getting out of, not out of control, but it is wild. And and it started making me think about how should I kind of have like a rating, you know? Like, should it be like strength? Should it be flavor? Should it be like what should it be based off of? And so I've been really uh, into learning about blending cigars and like how people blend cigars. And I've kind of come down to 5 basic things that make cigars a cigar. And I believe it's kind of the 5 same components of when someone blends a cigar. So you have strength, you have flavor, you have complexity, uh, you have aroma, strength, flavor, complexity, aroma, and I had a 5th one. Uh, flavor. So flavor, strength, flavor, combustibility, or like burn, aroma, and complexity. I believe that those five things are what uh, makes a cigar great. And I'm basically going to base it off of those five things. So basically, if a cigar hits all five of those points, it'll be a five. If it doesn't hit one of those, it'd be four. Like however many of those things it hits, it will get a rating between 0 to 5. And I think that's how I'm going to be rating uh, my cigars based upon those five criteria, not uh, like oh, I taste cookies, or I taste chocolate, or I taste pepper, which would be in the category of flavor. So like I'm really getting like a chocolate chip cookie out of this right now, which is fantastic. I definitely get a lot of chocolate notes out of this. Um, yeah, I think it's a good rating system. Because those five things I feel like are like the basis uh to a good blend, you know. Uh, so yeah, if it's missing one of those things, it's not as good. Oh, I didn't think about the construction, because uh, so there's one wrapper leaf, the Connecticut broadleaf. It's not the sexiest leaf to have put on, but that Connecticut broadleaf has so much good flavor and complexity with it when it's blended. Sorry, when it's blended properly, it's just out of this world. Um, Pete Johnson from Tatuaje, back in the early 2000s, really put uh, the broadleaf uh, kind of onto the map. Really, um, I actually haven't had a Camacho. Camacho, if I remember right, uh, Davidoff bought a while back, and Davidoff makes the blend. Ooh, of an overrated cigar or brand. Ooh, that's a good one. Uh, hmm. That's a really good question, Jay. Um, an overrated cigar. Hmm. Let me think about that for a second. Hmm. Uh, this will probably sound a little out there, but um, I've had a couple of the Blackbird cigars, and people rave about them. And to me, kind of like, every one that I've had two or three of them, and they just haven't really excited me. They haven't really tickled my fancy. So the Blackbird cigars, I feel, are a little overrated in my opinion. Um, Trying to think of some other ones. But yeah, I mean Blackbird really in my mind, because I've actually had those. Um, the I love anything that Arturo Fuente does, and I know some people kind of think that they're a little uh, not overrated, but I have heard some people say that Arturo Fuente is, like the blends they do are very a lot of the same. But I love Arturo Fuente. The Opus X is great. Yeah, Cohiba. Their red dot was all right. Their Cohiba blue, all right. Um, yeah, Cohiba is a very like mellow or like mild blend. Yeah, I do agree that they don't have a lot of body to them, and I like uh, I like when a cigar has something in them, which goes with um, I don't know if you were in here, but I kind of came up with a basis of like a little system that I kind of came up with for how I think I'm going to start rating cigars that I have based off of 5 things. So flavor, strength, burn slash combustibility, uh, aroma, and complexity. I believe that those 5 things make up a proper cigar. But yeah, I totally agree with you. Uh, trying to think of some other ones that have been like kind of underwhelming. Uh, so Padron, I've had some really good cigars from Padron, but I've also had some very like mediocre uh, blends from them. Uh, Romeo y Julieta has been kind of overrated in my opinion. I've had a couple of them, and they've just never really been that way. Um, you know, I like Oliva. Everything that I've had from Oliva is good. Um, uh, Punch. That's one that I think is overrated. Is the Punch cigars. I've had a couple of the Punch cigars. And they just like everyone at the shop, like they love them, and I'm just like, I mean, to each their own, but I don't know. I think they're just a little overhyped. I like the Oliva Serie G and the Oliva uh, Milanio, especially uh, the Serie V Milanio Maduro. That's a fair. I have a box of that. Well, not the Maduro. I have the regular leaf, but I prefer the Maduro. But yeah, definitely Punch is another one. Uh, but yeah, definitely, I definitely agree with Cohiba for sure. Uh, like now, I have had a Cohiba that was a uh, from Cuba, and that lived up to the hype. That lived up to the hype. It was still mellow, but there was body to it. There was like soul to it, and I feel the ones that are in the American market are just they don't uphold to it. Uh, okay, Drew Estate. I've been smoking a lot of Drew Estate lately. Uh, I haven't had the Crazy Alice. Um, I've had the uh, oh, what is it? The well, I've had a couple of their Deadwood lines, and I've liked them. They're just they're normally sweet tipped, um, and their blend is not for everyone. There's a train going over, but uh, I love the Drew Estate Undercrown, uh, the Maduro, especially the Maduro for the Undercrown. Uh, the Undercrown 10 is fantastic. The Herrera Esteli by Drew Estate is fantastic. I haven't had any of the Liga Privadas. Uh, I haven't had any of those yet, but I want to try some of them. Uh, yeah, for sure. Literally, the very first time I smoked it was like a couple months ago, and I was at the cigar lounge, and literally, I got like halfway through it, and I literally got up out of my seat, walked back into the humidor, and I grabbed like 4 or 5 of them, and I just bought them right there on the spot because I was like, these are too good. Um I got to get a box of them for sure. Uh, what other Drew Estate cigars have I had that I can think of off the top of my head? Yeah, I mean, a lot of the Drew Estate I've loved. Uh, Crazy Hours are fantastic. Oh, Girl with No Name. That's the one that was I had that. My coworker gave me that to smoke with him last year, and that's what like got me down the rabbit hole of cigars, and it was beautiful. Um, Now, uh, Dunbarton and Tobacco, by Steve Saka. Uh, I have tried the Red Meat Lovers. Um, oh, what's that? What's that one called? Oh, I'm drawing a blank on it. Uh, oh, I'm drawing a blank on them. But I've had a couple of the Dumbarton tobacco cigars from Steve Saka, and they've all been fantastic. Uh, but Steve Saka used to blend for Drew Estate. Uh, and then about 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago. Yeah, because this year is his 10th year uh, since he formed Dumbarton Tobacco. So it must have been 11 or 12 years ago he split from Drew Estate uh, and created his own thing. But yeah, I love everything that Steve Saka puts out. Uh, yeah. Ah, man, I had an acid for the first time like 15 years ago, and yeah, I mean it was good. It's a great introductory cigar. I feel like most people get into cigars with like some type of infused cigar, and they're like, "Oh wow, that's good," and then it's like you get into non-infused, and then you're like, "Oh, like I don't want to say like non-infused cigars are real cigars because even infused cigars are real cigars." But yeah, definitely, uh, I've heard a lot of people uh, have like the Blondie from the Acid line be like their first cigar. Uh, very great. Uh, a clove. Oh man, I remember cloves. Cloves were good. Uh, what was it? Was the Baja? Was it the Paja? Those were good. Uh, man, I haven't had a clove in it's like high school. But yeah, cloves were always good. Um, but they're more like the Jarums. Like those are more of like a filtered cigarette. Uh, but yeah, whew, 20% left on my battery. Yee. Uh, well, this is done. This is how good it is. If this was still lit, I would keep smoking this. Uh, I'll chit chat for a little bit longer. Uh, I did have I did bring out uh, this cigar, but it's the tea by Caldwell and AJ Fernandez, but I'm not smoking it because I don't have the time for it. But I was smoking the HVC Hot Cake, uh, which is this is the band. Fantastic cigar. Uh, I would advise anyone that's able to, if you can get your hands on one, definitely try one out. A great line. Uh, there's another train coming. But yeah, that's my second hot cake. I smoked the first one yesterday. Blew my mind. Um, I okay. So the first box press I had was the My Father Flor de las Antillas Maduro, and I love box press cigars. Um, I love box press cigars. I like round cigars. I like oval cigars. Uh, I know people are like, oh, they either like love them or they don't. But for me, I like them. Now with the box press, from what I have read, and what I have looked into, they they normally take a leaf out so that it can be pressed. So it changes the blend slightly. Uh, uh, Let me see. Most of the box presses I've had has seemed to always have a ripped wrapper leaf or were too tough of a draw. Uh, yeah, I've never really had that issue. Uh, I've noticed a couple things. Okay, so for a torpedo, something that I found that I'll go back to what I was just thinking about, but I saw that torpedo. Uh, Instead of doing like a straight cut on a torpedo or a V cut, something that I do with a torpedo or a bellicoso, I'll take a regular uh, guillotine cutter, and so like say that this pen here is the bellicoso. Instead of cutting it this way, right? I put it at an angle, and I'll cut it at an angle. And what I have found, cutting it at an angle, uh, you still get to keep that tapered uh, tip, but when you cut it at an angle, it opens up more surface area, so you get a better draw. At least in my opinion, because the first couple bellicosos that I had, because I was like, oh, this is cool, uh, like you remember like old cartoons or whatever, and they have the torpedo uh, and whatnot. And the first couple, I just did like a straight cut or a V cut, and I felt like I didn't get what I wanted. And then I tried at an angle to open up more surface area, and that was great. Uh yeah. So with the box press, uh, I've never had an issue with the draw, uh, or with the wrapper ripped. The So there's two instances that I've noticed where I've noticed like wrapper imperfections where they've been cracked. Either uh, when I took the cigar out of the humidor, uh, and like not at a lounge, because normally they're if I'm smoking in a lounge, the humidity is right, unless I go outside, uh, and the humidity changes too quickly, and basically the cigar kind of expands a little bit or contracts, and it can create a crack in the wrapper, or if the cigar isn't in a like cellophane, like uh, like foundation uh, is like I've I believe none of the foundation cigars are in cellophane. They're just out in the open, naked, uh, and they're more prone to being damaged. But uh, that's just kind of my experiences. Uh, so sometimes I have to cut off a little more of the box press than I normally have to get a better draw, because I prefer to cut off very little of the cap, because less is more, in my opinion. Like, uh, I'd rather cut off less. And if I don't get a good draw, I can still cut off a little more of the cap without having to cut off too much and be like, it's not great. Uh, every I've had one or two cigars that kind of had a knot in them, and I'm a welder, specifically a TIG welder, so I have like a little like filler wire, and so instead of just buying like a little poker to like poke through it, I've just taken like a 1/16 rod, and I've just clipped off like a good 2.5 3 inches, and I just keep that around with me. Uh, so I just stick it in there a couple times and get a good draw off of it. Um, but I know uh, some people don't have access like that to just have a little poking device. So it's always good to have a little poker uh, in your little arsenal for stuff like that. But uh, yeah, I mean, box press, I can set it down on a table and it's not gonna roll anywhere, which is nice. As we're like a round cigar, it can roll. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I think it just comes down to preference. But at the end of the day, if you like it, you like it. Like I can't knock anyone's preferences because, like I said, if you like it, enjoy it. Like I'm not gonna knock anyone for it. That I find I've found like one person that was very like this is the way I like it, and this is this that and the third, and kind of like I don't know. I just didn't like their aura around. I'm just like, hey, like we're all unique and individuals, so you know, but it's okay. Everyone has an opinion, so I've just always said if you like it, do it. Like long form, because uh, yeah, all right, but so I do have I put up uh over the weekend I put up part one of my humidor uh tour. Uh, I have the part two. I just have to edit it a little bit and put it up. So probably Friday I'll have another long form video up. But uh, right now I'm just kind of in a little bit of a hiatus. Uh, yeah, that's very that it would definitely work for them. But yeah, I just need like some. I just need to come up with some ideas. Cause I like doing reviews. Of cigars. Normally when I do reviews, it's because I'm smoking. But lately I've been going live every time I smoke. I only smoke like once a day. If I get to smoke more than once a day, it's kind of like a luxury to me. Uh, I wish I could smoke like 2 or 3 cigars a day, but I don't have that type of luxury and time. I just a work too much, and my personal life gets in the way sometimes. But um, yeah, I do want to make a video on uh, like proper cutting, lighting, uh, and like the technique of drawing a cigar. And I know that there's other people that have that out there, but it's just good to have it on my channel because it'll just be something that people can. It's just a video that people can come back to time and time again or whatnot. Uh, I did have like story time with Stasi. Um, so I got to come up with. I got to think about some other stories to come up. I do have a story about my pet rock, which would actually be a pretty funny story to talk about. Um, so yeah, so uh, short version of that. So what is this? This is I graduated elementary school, going into middle school. I was probably 12 years old, and I got into some pretty big. Um, oh, wonderful, cool. I guess I'll make a list of some good stories from growing up, and I'll make some of those videos in the future. Um, but yeah, basically, long story short, I like just graduated elementary school, going into middle school, and I got into some trouble. Uh, 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 I don't know if you hear, but someone's pissed. YouTube. It's not me cursing. It's someone else. uh, yeah, some kids are getting cursed out by their mom. uh, but yeah, so I got into some trouble with some some neighborhood kids, and my punishment for the summer. Yeah, that kid is in trouble. They're gonna have a long night. uh, so yeah, I got in trouble with some of the neighborhood kids, uh, and it wasn't even 24 hours being out of school. Like it was summertime. Uh Man, I keep getting interrupted. There's a train coming. Hang on. So yeah, so I got in trouble with some of the neighborhood kids. I was out a little too late. It was like 24 hours of getting out of school for summer vacation, and uh, basically the next day. So my dad worked second shifts growing up, so he had to leave work early. Came home. Uh, Basically, my dad was so mad. He was like, "Hey, I can't." He's like, "Just go to bed. You know, I'll deal with you in the morning." Basically, I didn't wake up. My dad woke me up, and basically, I was grounded for all of summer except for the last 2 weeks. I couldn't leave the premises of my house. I could play in my backyard. I could go on the front porch, but I couldn't go off the porch. I had to stay on the porch. So I watched all my friends play outside and couldn't do anything. Uh, but I had to go and find a rock. That was my punishment. I had to find a rock. I had to bring it to my dad. I had to give it a name. I had to give it baths on a regular routine. I had to carry it everywhere. It couldn't be out of sight, out of mind. There was one time I left it unattended. My dad took it for ransom. So outside of that, I mowed lawns in my neighborhood to make some cash for the summer. And it was the only time I could leave my property, and it's the only time I could leave Rocky, which was the name I gave it. Funny, Rocky. That was the only time I could leave it unattended. But I left it unattended one time. My dad took it, and I would charge people $5 to mow their lawn, and my dad took it for ransom for $5 one time. So I had to give him the $5 uh, to get it back. But yeah, that was rough. I'll save the good part for it. I had to go to the barber shop to get my haircut one time, and I had to bring Rocky with me, and I got roasted pretty bad by everyone at the barber shop. Uh, uh, by the way, my parents still have the rock. It's sitting in their flower bed at home, so maybe I can get them to send a picture of Rocky in the flower bed, and I'll put it as my thumbnail for that. Good, it's a good story. Um, yeah, that'll probably be another one. But yeah, I'll think of some good stories to talk about. Uh, Actually, hey, it's not stupid. Yeah, there is a correct. I'll say it loosely as correct, but yeah, there is a certain way that you should draw a cigar because uh, You don't want to pull too hard, because you'll heat the cigar up too much. But you don't want to draw too lightly, because it'd be too cool. It's kind of a nice little medium in there. So yeah, that would be a good one uh, to do. Yeah, give me some good content. My phone has 10% left on it, so if you have any last questions or whatever to talk about before I get off before my phone dies, uh, shoot 'em, shoot away. And yes, I still always have my book with me. See an ad. Oh, before I leave, uh, Nick Perdomo. I did this in my live yesterday. I have water with me, but um, uh, I've been trying to stream every day, um, around 6:30 p.m. my time, which is Pacific Standard Time, because I'm in California, West Coast time. So it would be like 9:30 East Coast, and then wherever that falls, anywhere in between, at least in the North American hemisphere. Uh, uh, but Nick Perdomo was asked a question uh, in a podcast that I was listening to, and they're like, "Well, how do you keep your palate from not being burnt out from like tasting blends all day?" And they said that they use milk. They drink milk. I guess whatever it is with milk, uh, it cleanses the palate, kind of like cheese with wine. And I tried it yesterday, and lo and behold, it works beautifully. It's such a weird concept, but it works great. So I think if I try a new cigar, I'm just gonna have milk with me uh, to pair, so that I can constantly uh, cleanse my palate, so I can always have a clean draw. Uh, like every couple hits. But yeah, I try not to be too random. I want to have like a specific time. Like during the weekdays, it's probably gonna be around 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But uh, on the weekends, it'll probably be earlier in the afternoon. Uh, just go on to my channel and just make sure that you got the bell to notify you for everything. When I drop shorts, videos, go live, post. Um, I will try to put like a post, or I'll try to put a uh, like a short uh, earlier in the day, just notifying like, hey, I'm gonna go live at this such and such time, or in this time frame, I'm gonna go live. So y'all have like a heads up, because I feel like that would be a little better. I've been trying to figure out like what would be the best way to do that, but uh, just gotta keep doing it to get it. But I'm gonna get off before my phone dies. Thank you so much for being in the live. The first like 35 minutes of this was just me chilling by myself. But the train's coming, so I'm out. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed rest of the day. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Yeah, I'll definitely be smoking another cigar, so it won't be a hot cake. Probably tomorrow or Friday. So Yeah. I've thought about having a counter for every train that passes by. That would be fun. But yeah, everyone enjoy their night. Hope to see you in the next live. So I'm Stassi with Stogies and Bogies. Peace.